Hi, my name is Trista Marquand, and today I'll be discussing the relational dimensions, the control and trust aspect of a relational dimension. It's in Chapter 2 of Interviewing Practices and Principles, the 13th edition. In the 12th edition, I believe it's in the first chapter. Relational dimensions. All of our relationships are multidimensional, which means you know more than one aspect of a person or persons that you interact with on a daily basis. 5 dimensions are similarity, inclusion, liking, control, and trust. In this session, we'll only be talking about control and trust. One of the control aspects that talks about in the book is nexting, which means a person is always constantly thinking about what's next. What do I need to do next? What happens after this? You know, when you think about something that someone has said to you or a conversation that you're having, and all you can think of is what is going to happen next. What should I say next? What are they going to say next? Hierarchy is a form of control because in an organization you have your hierarchy. You have your president to your intern and everybody in between, from supervisors to commonplace workers, vice presidents, and so on. And it just goes down from president to intern is usually your lowest person on the totem pole. Upward communication is when a subordinate attempts to interact as the interviewer in an interview. This is very important to a lot of interviews because not all presidents or CEOs or like the HR representative that also conducts the interview may not know the true aspects of the true job. Whereas this person that is included in the interview session may be just a line supervisor at a manufacturing facility. That supervisor knows the job well because most times supervisors have been in that position before, so they know all aspects of the job, and it's great to have someone in that situation to help do an interview, because they're going to be able to ask the questions and answer questions about the specific job at hand. Now, downward communication is when a superior is attempting to interact as an interviewer with a subordinate in the hierarchy. And this is extremely important because you have your superior. They like to be able to handpick their subordinates and be a part of that, which is very important because they're trying to build a big team, a team that works together, or a person that's the perfect fit for that specific spot. So having a subordinate and a hierarchy person in the interview room conducting the interview is very essential to a good interview that will yield high outcomes. Now, the trust aspect of the relational dimension, it's essential to every relationship that you have in your life. It's very essential to an interview. Comfort of the interview and interviewee is very important. The room, the temperature, who it's with, what the potential outcome could be of the interview is very important to everyone in the situation, either the interviewee or the interviewer. Safety is a big issue because it's one of our essential needs in life. We want to be safe. We want to be healthy. Ethical standards is a very high marketed thing now. Everybody wants to be more ethical. They want truthful people to be working in their facility. Not only that, as the interviewee, you want to be able to trust the people who hire you, who work with you, and who supervise you. Make sure you want to be able to feel comfortable that they are going to help you be as safe as possible in your work environment, as well as provide a healthy, rewarding career in the work environment. Trust is a very delicate process. Some people do not trust easily. They don't like to trust people very well at all. They just don't trust them. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for you to be able to get someone to trust you. You have to build rapport with that person. You have to be able to talk to them in a manner they want to be talked to. You also have to beware of what they may believe, and what they express is what they want to be treated as. On the same aspect, it's hard to get trust. It's extremely hard to get trust from some people, but it's also easily broken with people. Some people bend the truth or tell a small part of the truth, but don't disclose the whole honesty of the situation. People feel like they're lied to. And when someone feels like they're lied to, they don't feel like they can trust that person ever again. It's not a good situation to be in, because you always want to be able to have your employees or your employers trust you and what you say. So it is very important to be extremely honest in everything that you do, especially in an interview. You have to be upfront and honest about the job that you're hiring for. You have to be upfront and honest about what you expect out of your employment and out of your employer. So that goes hand in hand with disclosure. Honesty is so important. Being dishonest can be very bad, because eventually people will find out the truth. They will find out that you lied about this or you lied about that, and you break their trust and they don't trust you anymore. So then whenever you do come with them with something that's very honest, and you do come with them with something that's very important, what's to say that that person is not going to believe you anymore? So it's very important to build trust, to keep trust, and do everything to maintain that in the process, not only of the interview, but also in your daily life and in your career. For the key terms for this part of the chapter, downward communication, it's an interview in which a superior in the organization hierarchy is attempting to interact as an interviewer with a subordinate in the hierarchy. Nexting is kind of a term that was put in the book by one of the authors, and it's the verbal or nonverbal signals from one party that it's time for the other party to enter into the interaction or to become silent. It's what is next. Whenever someone cues you to go, you should be able to know it's your turn to go next, without hesitation, and vice versa. Upward communication is an interview in which a subordinate in an organizational hierarchy is attempting to interact as an interview with a superior in the hierarchy, which we discussed, which is very important. I feel like is very important in an interview process, because you want somebody sitting beside you being able to tell you exactly what that job is. And that is it for my presentation. I thank you very much, and good luck.